All right, what's going on, big dogs? So our boy Sneako is once again making headlines on YouTube for finally getting what he deserves, which is a full five-finger knuckle sandwich right to the old kisser, just a pow right in the kisser, and he takes a hell of a punch. I'm gonna be honest. This clip I'm about to show you, he takes one hell of a punch and he keeps standing. So I'll tip my hat to that. But wow, it's crazy to think that this guy, that Sneako, went from like being a coworker and working for Mr. Beast, who's the biggest YouTuber of all time, all the way down to just being some loser getting into a fight at a club for some event that they were putting on, I guess. But you gotta love to see it. We all know this guy deserves every bit of it. And we actually have video proof that he deserves every bit of it. So that helps a ton. Yeah, so god damn, dude, that guy flying, like he pulled a Markiplier on that motherfucker, flying Superman punch straight to the mouth. As you can see, they clearly were starting this whole ordeal. Apparently, this guy decided to go and shut off the music, which Sneako will kind of explain it a little bit later here. But apparently, the guy was like doing something for the event. Like the guy was probably just doing his job when he went and shut off the music or canceled the DJ or whatever. I'm sure the venue was like, hey, you guys can't have your event here or whatever. Like something happened. And this guy's just doing his job. And so what does Sneako and his friends do? Start yelling at him, calling him racist names. You'll see later in the chat on Sneako's stream, they'll just be saying just the worst things about this bouncer for no reason. The guy was probably just trying to do his job, and you guys decided to pick a fight with him because you're all been drinking. Like throwing playground insults at him, really? Like the guy's like, you're a whore, you're a slut, or whatever. You're a whore and you're a slut, or whatever he says. And then they're just like, oh, what does that make you? Yeah, fuck you. Like that's all you got? Really? You could have come up with something better than that. But then we actually have footage of Sneako after this whole ordeal. He's outside. He shows us the tooth, and you can see he kind of got pretty fucked up by it. So it's a pretty interesting ordeal.
Got Sneako here. He's got this busted up tooth. Smile for me, man. This was the security guard at this thing, at this event right up here. Right up here, we got this guy jumped off the stage. No one attacked this guy, punched Sneako in the face. No one touched him. Yeah. He jumped off the stage, hit Sneako in the face. I watched the whole thing happen.
This was just right now? Just now.
Just fucking happened.
The guy that he shut off the speech to go play his music, he just got rocked in the face. But I'm a non-violent person. You know, I care about America first. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man. We'll take it through the legal necessary ways we got to do.
I care about America. What the fuck does that have to do with this situation? Okay, so that's just him pulling shit out of his ass. I'm a non-violent person. Do you remember a clip that you did, or a mag that you did with Mr. Moist Critical or Penguin Zero or Charlie, whatever you want to call him? Do you remember that, Sneako? You know, when you were like dancing around on stream like a fucking psychopath, waving your gun around like, watch my clips, and then Charlie just absolutely roasted you more than you probably deserved. You know what? No, you totally deserve it. I don't fucking care. You totally deserve everything that comes to you. But then to also have the audacity to sit there and say, oh, nobody touched him. Nobody did anything to him. Like, you guys were clearly instigating the entire situation, and you smacked his hat off of him, dude. I wear a hat all the time. You know, if you guys can see from my footage, I wear a hat all the time. I hate when people just randomly walk up to me and go, oh, hey, what's up? And they smack my fucking hat off my head. It's so fucking annoying. It's so irritating. Yeah. Do you need to punch somebody over it? No, but in that circumstance where when you're like, oh, I don't know what we did. Like, why did you get so violent? Because you guys were nonstop instigating the guy, and then you flicked off it. Like, that's the final straw for the dude, clearly. Sneako then decided to try to justify the situation and kind of give a rundown of what happened afterwards, because there was a lot of reports that he was, you know, ratting the guy out and filing a police report. So he tries to clear the air here, and it goes just about as bad as you can imagine. He really just almost tries to avoid the situation, is how I can describe this.
No, I didn't file a police report. Anybody who's talking about that, there was no police report. The police questioned me. They were standing outside the venue. They started asking me questions. There was no police report. I don't know, like them trying to say like you're a snitch. They asked me what was going on. They could clearly see I was bleeding from the nose. and they asked me what was going on. I didn't file a police report. Even then, I highly recommend if you guys are in a situation like that, you know, it makes sense to. The venue, like, you know, paid security from the venue should not be doing that under any especially under those circumstances.
Bro, what do you mean security? Dude, you guys were harassing the hell out of that guy. I would have done the same thing if I was that dude. You're gonna be harassing me, yelling at me for doing my job, right? That guy, I guarantee you that guy didn't just go up and was like, you know what? I don't want these guys to have fun at all. He's a security guard for a club, dude. They deal with stupid morons all the time. Do you really think that they have like the least thick skin ever? Are you kidding me? I know people who have worked as bouncers and they have the thickest skin ever. They have to deal with morons all the time. Drunk morons, high morons all the time, all night. They're not just going to go and do something to piss off that crowd because they already don't want to deal with you. Why the hell would that guy want to make a situation already worse? You guys are probably already being drunk dickheads. He was like, I guarantee you, he thought as soon as they said shut the music off, or he was told that he had to shut the music off or whatever, that he was like, God damn it. And to say, like, you're really trying to pin this on this guy when it's pretty obvious, even in the short clips we have, that you guys were sitting there harassing the dude beforehand. But then the just amount of copium that comes out of him over these next few clips, guys, is absolutely insane. This guy's got just oxygen tank loads of freaking copium sitting right next to him because he really tries to talk his shit. And it sounds so stupid.
Slut and you're a whore. Like, and there's Dr. Lupus was there with her daughter, and she's 17. Yeah, I didn't like that. He already cut off the music. He already like sabotaged the entire event, which was a backup event. But that's context for people that know. I don't think a lot of people at the event didn't even know. I think only the people that were on the stage knew what had happened and knew that the whole thing was sabotaged by this dude. Or maybe he got the call from the owners. But either way, the venue sabotaged and he was working for it. And I'm right here, I'm standing, like I didn't fall down. I'm right here, I'm like, oh shit. I just laughed, bro. I didn't even really register. I swear to God, I didn't register. I only really felt that I got hit like after, like when I felt my tooth. But right here, I'm smiling. I'm dazed here, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't fall down, I'm like, what? It took me like 5 seconds to be like, you know, get back to complete normality.
Okay, dude, I can tell when people are lying, and this guy is so full of shit. I swear to God, this guy is so full of shit. Oh, I took it, and I was just like, I didn't feel anything until I was like, oh, my tooth, which, all right, I can maybe give that to you, because when something like that happens, you know, you break a bone or something, usually you don't feel it right away because the adrenaline rush is really high. Sneako's kind of a bitch. You know, we all know he's a cuck and loves watching his wife get boned by other dudes, or his girlfriends. Sorry, he doesn't have a wife. His girlfriends get boned by other dudes. And thanks to Destiny, we also know that he's totally fine with people banging girls as young as 9, apparently. And so this guy is sitting here trying to be like, oh, I took this punch like a champ. And this guy, I was just kind of dazed for a little bit. We totally weren't doing anything. Again, just, you know, trying to blow his own horn a little bit. But the next part is where it gets ridiculously stupid. And it makes me wish that the security guard would have knocked more than just a couple like inches off his front teeth. Like, I wish he would have knocked out a whole front row, bro, because this shit starts to piss me off.
Superman punched on the face. And this is forever gonna be a meme. If we're gonna be honest, bro. Fuck you, fuck you. This is forever. Imagine like, this dude genuinely looks like Donkey Kong over here. And I'm not even on no race shit because I am black. But he looks like Donkey Kong here. Boom. But everyone here, like nobody here, look at this dude's like, oh, nobody could like, while I'm like, and then Jake's there. I think a lot of people didn't see what happened. Because I didn't fall down, at first I was like, why didn't anybody do anything? Because I'm still like, what the? It was a big punch, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. But I really do not know how strong my chin is. Or maybe I do know, but I don't know what it's gonna take when I do take a fight this year. I don't know what it's gonna take for somebody to knock me out, if it's even possible.
Dude, shut the fuck up. If it's even possible, dude, are you kidding me? You've taken like 2 or 3 hits in your fucking life, dude, and you haven't been knocked out. All right, that doesn't mean you're like fucking Mike Tyson all of a sudden, dude. I don't think this guy is going to do well in his fights. I really don't. He doesn't seem like somebody who even is training that hard to do them, let alone somebody who is going to do well in the event. I don't think it's going to go well for him. But to have the arrogance and just, again, huffing the copium here, just inhaling that shit like fresh oxygen, he just can't get knocked out. In that, apparently, he's just the best guy of all time.
Fighter, former champion, weighing at 220, trying his absolute hardest to knock me out. I couldn't fall down. This dude doing a flying Superman punch, a security guard off of a stage, like overhand right. And I'm just like, what the, like, I don't know what it is with my DNA or whatever the fuck, but it's not going to be easy to knock me out.
Okay, dude, Sneako, buddy, you really need to start carrying around a plant to replace all the oxygen that you're wasting while you're walking around. All right, dude, because holy shit. Former you wailing on me. He couldn't even get me to fall over or stumble. And then this guy, full force flying, couldn't even. I don't know what it is in my genetics, but like, come on, bro, come on. No, shut up. I guarantee you're gonna get your fucking teeth knocked in again when it comes to this fight, dude. Don't try to like make this to be like he's trying to make this sound like, oh, it wasn't even that big of a deal because I'm just such a man and I'm so tough and strong and. Nobody can knock me out anyway, so I'm not going to be that kind of guy. Did you guys see me take that hit? Like, yeah, it's super embarrassing, and, I was being a complete degenerate, but did you see me take that hit? Yeah, I'm pretty awesome, I know. And then you'll see, like you saw in the chat, if you were watching the chat in those clips, of just the people, like, saying the worst possible things about the bouncer and just saying all the terrible things, which is why he streams will run kick, because his audience is full of a bunch of morons, just like he is a bunch of morons, or he and his group are a bunch of morons that he hangs out with. The guy's fall from grace has been absolutely wonderful. Like even me being a more like right-leaning individual, seeing Sneako like get his comeuppance is so nice. He's somebody I've never supported just because I could kind of tell he was somebody who was either faking it or was just doing it for the likes and views. And as time has went on, it continues to seem like this guy just does anything for likes and views, dude. He's gotta suck them milkers dry, dude. He really does, for clicks and views. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe. Don't forget to check me out on all my socials. Links will be down below in the description. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you guys for tuning in and sticking around to the end of the video. And until the next video, guys, Godspeed.